Hello everyone and welcome back to BTS Americas, powered by Squarespace. We are into game number 2 of this best of 3 series. It's Team Archon taking on Not Today. Game number 1 looked like a promising start for Not Today on the back of Van and his ridiculous Man the Machine, the gyrocopter. But eventually it was Ush and company, got their items, got the win, and now here we are in game number 2. I'm KotLGuy. I'm going to be joined again from Maut. Maut, here we go into game 2 action here. Not Today better ban Lesh here. Unless they plan on picking up themselves. A lot of these bans leave a lot of solid grabs out there and at the ready. You got your Wyvern, you got your Lesh, your Bloodseeker. Quap is a big one. What are they going to grab?
This is a really good ban because now it leaves them the opportunity to pick up a Quap or a Lesh rack depending on what Archon pick here. So that was probably the best decision they could have made. And they also get another pick on top of that. So Archon are in a bit of a pickle here. So I think Quap's probably the best hero, but they go for the Shrek. I think Queen of Pain does a lot. I think Queen of Pain is just she doesn't really lose any matchups, to be honest. Like all of her matchups are either even or she wins them outright.
Yeah, and Korok plays a very good Queen of Pain. Most teams just flat out make sure they ban it so he doesn't have the chance to go for it. I believe there has been a time as well where Korok has taken the reins of a Lesh, so maybe they're looking to swap things up. Maybe they're just looking to take advantage of the fact that the Goatman's still there, and they're going to just give it to Ush. He's clearly already warmed up and on the hero, and maybe wants to give it a second go. Whatever the case is, they get that top pickup. Would be very surprised if they pass over the Queen of Pain, though, now on the side of Not Today. You got your Queen of Pain. You got your Wyvern still ready. They could always follow it up with the Earthshaker once more. A Dazzle, let's say. There's the Queen of Pain. So now if they want to get a high-profile support as a second pickup, they could certainly do so.
Yeah, this is... You see Queen of Pain, then maybe you see a Wyvern or like an Earthshaker or even Rubik recently has been popular. Bounty Hunter would have probably been what they wanted, but it was banned out, obviously, so... It's not a surprise that we see Queen of Pain for exactly the reason that I talked about. She just doesn't really lose matchups. And it will be their Earthshaker. They had some decent success with it last game, and I think this is a fine choice. Team Archon, they probably should have expected something like this, I think. So now the question is, what do they go for? Do they go for support? More than likely. They could go for an offlaner, but there's... I mean, usually you don't pick offlaner in the first round anymore unless it's a Tusk. Even if it's a Clockwork, you save it for the second round or like we saw last game, Spirit Breaker could be picked in that second round. I think they'll go for some sort of support here. Now the question is, what are they going to grab? But then again, I've been wrong before. They could easily just go for an offlane pick if they wanted to.
Yeah, Clockwork, if they want to go right for the offlane pick, would be my guess. If they want to go for the support, last time it was Fog's Hero. Okay, well, they're just going to go right for the Clockwork. Play it safe, make sure they get MSS something solid. Probably doesn't want to go back for the Spirit Breaker again. But they could have just as easily gone for something like the Winter Wyvern once more. And I love the ban. They get rid of Rubik, who is very good against Clock. Telekinesis works very good against him. He's a 4-staff candidate, and Clock doesn't like that. And I was also thinking maybe something Rubik, if they wanted to, they could have picked it themselves in this phase and then saved Clockwork after in hopes that it would not be banned, because Clock is great against Queen of Pain and Earthshaker. You get the Fissure Steel, and he loves utilizing that without the cast time. And, of course, you get an easy blink from Queen of Pain. But nonetheless, they get their Clockwork, ban out the Rubik here. Now they, maybe could consider banning out the Wyvern. Maybe banning out a potential secondary offlane option after your Tusk and Clockwork. I mean, who do you think would be one of the next best grabs? Maybe the Spirit Breaker. Who else? We've been seeing some other occasional pop-ups. They did play Centaur last game. They have been known to play Axe. They've even pulled out a Timper from time to time. The offlane Puck has been something they've thrown around. Not today seem very flexible. Legion Commander.
Like the Cloud9 are the only teams that ever run that hero off lane, and they're the only ones that make it work. So maybe not Legion, I guess. There are a lot of options. Darkseer is something that we saw a lot of.
Oh yeah.
And since then, I what happened? People don't like him anymore.
Sometimes he still does pop up, I gotta say. I mean, he's still utilized very well. Pulls out a good, strong laning phase. I want to say in the series I was just casting recently with Fluff, we did see a pretty damn good Darkseer performance. I want to say it was from Complexity in their matchup against Leviathan, but nonetheless, a Pugna ban here. Maybe Archon fearing that Not Today could push for an Undying grab, and they don't want the Undying Pugna pickup, but it does seem kind of out of the blue. Aside from that, instead, on the other side, they ban out the Shadow Demon, the Gyrocopter themselves, and they will grab the Winter Wyvern here. So now mid-picking phase here, Team Archon do need to consider some of the remaining supports that are out there. Lion is something that Fog used to go for all the time. That's still there.
Gareth Mage.
Yeah. Sand King.
Sand King.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, we know what Archon pick.
Hell, Wisp is something that still kind of is out there dancing. That team's been ignoring a lot recently. That could still creep on you.
This is a very good pick against the Queen of Pain, though. In particular, this is one way that you can wreck a Queen of Pain with an early rotation from a Scarith Mage through Smoke or without it. Throw up a concussive shot. Throw up an Ancient Seal. Hit a Split Earth.
Clockwork is there to set up the easiest Mystic Flare with his hook shot. Cogs. It is a lot of pressure now. You know, Earthshaker would love to go right into a Blink Dagger, but maybe he needs to consider a Force Staff. Unless, of course, you can't throw out the option that this is an offlane Earthshaker. Well, maybe not so anymore. This is an offlane Nyx Assassin as the potential grab. It is very good against your Skywrath Mage. Very, very good. But just having to get Nyx Assassin for that particular counter does seem a bit sketchy. Though his mana burn does work very, very well against Lesh and his ridiculously high mana pull. So it's a funky grab. I do love the Beetle. Not going to lie. I feel like we don't get to see it enough. And I hope he gets a Scepter. God, that burrow is fun.
Yeah, the burrow's cool.
10 seconds
it's actually such a really good... Like, the freaking range on the Sun. Oh, my God.
remaining.
Yeah.
Lurkers all over again, man, I'll tell you. But, yeah, no, this is... It's an okay choice for exactly what you talked about against the Scarith Mage, obviously. Against the Leshrac even, too. I mean, mana burn, very, very strong. But I don't know how well he's going to do in lane. I'd be surprised if he gets anything, especially if they go for what they did last time, which is... Oh, okay, they're going anti-mage.
They took it themselves. I think that was a
Radiant
steal.
team
I want to
battle.
say it's a steal, and they wanted to reserve this ban for something else because Van has been known to play AM, and I would be very surprised if they were not holding out for it to use against Team Archon. But they're going to pick it up themselves, and I think they are going to swap Maut. I think this is going to be a Korok Lesh game, and that's an Ush AM. I don't know. You don't think so?
Yes, I think that's probably what it will be. They could also go Lesh support and then do Lesh Skywrath, Clockwork offlane, anti-mage mid, and then or anti-mage safe lane, and then mid like Cleaner or something. I haven't seen Korok play Lesh a whole lot, so that's the issue I have with that. But I mean, it definitely could be either. I think it's more that likely that they go for Lesh mid, anti-mage safe lane, but I don't really know until this last ban and this last pick. So
10 seconds remaining.
Either way, you mentioned it. The pick of the anti-mage is very strong. This hero is actually very good right now. Huskar ban, which I think is very solid as well. Just some annoying heroes that you don't want to have to deal with. Like they're kind of cheeky heroes, if you can call them that. But that's just a really good ban. Not today though. What are they going to grab though?
I was going to casually throw up PL, but that can't be the option here. You got AM, who is a Battle Fury candidate. Lesh just wipes through those illusions, so that's not to be considered. So Slark, the Van Slark, this is a classic. We saw him do serious work across the America scene with this hero, so he's definitely well versed.
I actually hate this hero. I don't think he's a bad hero. I just don't like him. I don't know why. I have something against Slark. Just never. Whenever I watch him, he never seems to win.
5 seconds remaining.
It's just I don't know. I don't know, man. He's very good early game and mid game.
Yeah, there's definitely pressure on him that once he's able to get that first mobility tool, you know, typically Slarks, they like to get something like, you know, you get your Midas, and then you get to build into your Blink/Shadow Blade, and then it's on him to really make use. You know, get his hands dirty and get out there and get some, you know, get some blood drawn. But if he comes up short or doesn't get very proactive, doesn't live up to that quota, yeah, it does feel like he could be a bit underwhelming.
I don't know if picking him into a Skywrath Mage is particularly, and even into a Clockwork actually, assuming he doesn't have Pounce at the ready. Clock actually destroys Slark sometimes, so I think this is a very interesting pick for Not Today. They went for something they're comfortable with.
Oh.
Their lineup is already very interesting, but
now, if it's a core Leshrac still, they could get an AA here. I wouldn't mind an AA. It's very good against Slark. You know, helps against the serious regen. Good against the heal power of Winter Wyvern.
They wouldn't have any lockdown in lane.
That's true. Ooh. I don't even know what the hell this is going to be.
I think it's support Wraith King. No, Korok Clockwork.
They got to be swapping. I don't know what the hell.
Well, I've seen MSS play mid a lot before, but is this happening? Or are they going to trade? Are they trolling us? This is game 2, so they're allowed to experiment a little bit, but
saving strats.
Okay, no, they switched. Okay, all right.
All right,
It's Korok Leshrac.
Korok Leshrac. So they are going to be handing it off here. No Lesh. We already saw him do it. Now Korok is going to be like, I'll show you how it's done, buddy.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to have like 20 Bloodstone charges in the first 15 minutes compared to your 4. Let's go.
Yeah. And I was just like, well, I got us the win. So if you don't get us the win, then I ultimately win overall. He's going to have to just do the dirty work, PvEing across the way on his AM, holding out for the late game while the other ones set up the space, which they certainly can here. As I pointed out before, your hookshot setup for your easy Skywrath Mage. You have this Wraith King who's able to draw a lot of attention towards himself. He's very tough to take down. You know, was a top-tier support back in the day. I mean, PPD used to put this hero through the grinder with his own support play. And really just kind of fell off quite a bit. But they're feeling it here in this matchup. No serious mana burn to really deal with the Wraith King. You can't really pick him up early anymore. If you're stuck going against like the new heyday of a PL or anything, you just might as well just kind of throw your keyboard out the window at that point. So here he is as a 5th pick, and I'm really excited to see what he's going to be able to do here. Hell, maybe we'll see the infamous Agnum's Phantom Wraith King. Wouldn't that be something else?
I'm just not going to cast if he picks up that item. I'm literally, I'm not even kidding. I will actually just leave my computer if that's the case.
I saw Fluff play it once recently, and it was very underwhelming. But look at this.
It's
not today.
Awful item.
Yeah, it's not good. I mean, maybe if you're with a team that really knows how to utilize it and what the hell's actually happening, you can get the most out of it. But when you're playing in a pubs or with pub stacks, they're kind of like, wait, am I dead or am I not? What's happening here? And they're just like doing nothing, walking around, feeding even more.
That's the biggest issue with it, man. It's just you really don't know what you're doing.
So, Not Today have smoked themselves. And, hi, Ush, how's it going? Right to a stun, right to Octic Burn, to a fissure. And he still might be able to make it away with the quick level into Blink. He will potentially make it out, and he's fine. He just has to regen up. That is a bit heartbreaking right there for Not. They were hoping that with that invested smoke and that supreme positioning, they'd be able to walk away with a first blood snag, and especially in all people, the AM, but that is not happening.
According to Hippie, Slark has a less than 40% win rate in 6.84. So I'm right to actually hate this hero. I can't stress how much I loathe Slark. I dislike him immensely, and I hope everyone understands that.
Do you dislike him more than techies?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
I mean, I hate playing up against techies, but if I see a Slark, man, I get real frustrated. I don't care what team he's on. I'm going to flame him.
All right, guys, if you're out there and you happen to get in a stack and you're going against Maut, grab Slark first. I will put him on tilt immediately here, but already looking to put on tilt. Korok just dishing out the early Lightning Storm harassment here onto Smash, and he's going to have to go right into the south.
Hey, aggro trialing with MSS on Clark. Van is dead. Van is going to die.
Van, you are on the other side of the map. Home base is the other way. You're running north. You got to go south right now, brother. He's going straight up north. He has no TP, no nothing.
Oh
He's
my God,
all of his tangos. They saw him now. Chad's like, what the hell's happening here? Fog shows up. Van's like, I'll just walk by you here. He does have pounce. He might be able to make it out.
He's wasting so much time.
The ultimate space creator. Hop over him. Hop. No, he does get taken down.
The tower got the kill. Oh my God. You've got to be kidding me.
Tower first blood. What the hell was that?
All right.
Crawl is like, I'm in lane, dude. I'm not going there. I don't know what is happening.
I mean, there's nothing you can do. He's under the tower. That was
NA Dota.
That was some clowny. That's NA Dota. That's some clowny shit. That's what we would call it. It's clowny shit, man.
That's
I don't know
ridiculous.
what else to say.
Smash 11-1 CS for him already. Korok 3-0. So while Korok is getting out the better of harassment and trade, Smash is like, I'll just shrug this off and continue to win this CS battle. But that's Queen of Pain, man. That's what you get yourself into when you don't ban around in that first phase and what you risk going up against here. So Lesh looking to make the best of it. Ush just having to put up with Angel here. The one-on-one matchup, the Nyx Assassin, the AM. Now, Angel not going to have any mana to work with here, so he doesn't want to keep trading like this, but he has plenty of regen to chew through. But You know, kind of so does Ush. Bottom, though. Chad could be caught out here. Dishes out the stun. MSS sweeps in. They're going to get Van again. Spanked. MSS gets that connection. And, well, the Wraith King does end up going down. No one's going to get the final connection there. Meanwhile, mid lane, look at that. Smash etches out barely and finishes off KotLGuy. 2-2 now.
So, mid lane's a disaster for KotLGuy. Bottom lane is a disaster for Van. And top lane is going pretty well for Ush. You're winning about 1.5 lanes here for both squads. I actually think it's 2-1 right now. I think Archon have the lane advantage. We haven't really seen what 6 is capable of, though. In fact, he steals a regen rune right underneath Fog, so that's pretty good. He's stuck. Fog is going to try to TP out. He will make it away.
Oof.
That was close.
That was. He saw the pressure coming and made the right call. Went right back to home base. Is going to be good and safe here. MSS level 3 now on his clock. He's got 5 and 2 CS, but more importantly also he's got that early kill. Mid lane, I get the back end of it. They get the kill on each other. Man, double kill. Both Smash and KotLGuy get dropped. KotLGuy does, yeah, get the experience there. Smash is the first to fall, but it's the supports who are left standing in the end.
Well, what a kind of game. That's all I can really say, man.
I know, dude. Go ahead and throw my red nose on here.
Lounge shoes have been strapped up and they're ready to go. Chad will find Angel. Angel is pretty speedy, has boots of speed. Chad is looking to throw for him. Chad's on level 2. Angel takes a Hellberry Smash, Thunderclap, whatever the hell that thing is called. Smash gets the kill on Fog. Man, his 3 heroes rotated. They wanted KotLGuy.
Yeah, I really need to not look away from mid anymore. Every time I step off to check out a side lane, something goes down this mid lane. It's irritating the hell out of me, but they're able to trade once more here, not put themselves back out in front. There's so much attention now on hand here. Both supports from Not Today just don't want to be migrating out too far. But MSS is then going to be stuck trading with Van. But he does have the upper hand here. Now comes Fogged. Oh, doesn't get the catch with the cogs. I think he was trying to get him caught inside of it, but we'll get the bump back instead. Go back to mid lane here because I feel like something's going to be breaking out. Smash is in a high ground position here up to the north side. Supports nearby in the river, waiting for Arctic Burn to come up. It's up right now if Carl wants to go in, but this time Fogged is going to be nearby and ready to help out just in case, but he's still just a level 2.
The KotLGuy now is in a position where this is where he gets a little bit better in lane. He's level 3 Lightning Storm. There's no Sentry Ward here, so they don't see Smash with the Invis Rune. There's the Fisher coming out. KotLGuy in trouble. Arctic Burn going through, but Crawler now taking a lot of damage. Taking tower hits! The Cold Embrace will keep him alive. Fog will throw out another usage of that Arcane Bolt, but it's not going to be enough. And so he does get out. They don't grab the kill on KotLGuy. KotLGuy will back away. Shadow Strike doing a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Chad's walking in, but he's level 2. What is he going to do?
Ha! Get away. Yeah, I can't do a whole lot. But the big thing for Not Today is they got KotLGuy out of there. And he's just kind of stuck in a bit of a rut right here. He's like, oh, they're making a move. Smash makes a jump on the Chad. Chad hits him with the Ray Fire Blast. We'll step back, walks into a fissure. Beautifully set up from 6. Is it blocked? No. Makes it out. Doesn't matter. Smash gets the connection. Smash steps into this mid lane position. Says, I'm taking over right now. And is putting in some serious work. And KotLGuy not liking it at all. Continues to get muscled back. We check up the top lane, though. Ush continues to punish and play footsie a bit with Angel. He's got 31 and 6, the highest CS in the game right now. Already has his Ring of Regen. Looking to build forward into your Battle Fury. Making pretty decent space, or decent pace right now, rather.
Angel is completely out of mana. Luckily enough, there is a Winter Wyvern up here. And the lane is pretty pushed out, so that Ush probably won't go for a kill.
Uh-oh. Fog trading with Smash at the top rune area. Gets the concussive shot, gets the silence. Silence wears off. Hadouken, what are you doing? Turn back, Sonic Wave. Gonna blow up Fog. And now KotLGuy is in trouble as Crawler shows up with the Arctic Burn. Man, that brings him down low. Smash blinks forward, gets welcomed with a stun. KotLGuy, follow-up Split Earth. What a huge turnaround. Trad is literally playing the White Knight here. He is at the right place at the right time and saves his buddy KotLGuy from trouble.
That's just a really bad play from Smash as well. There's no reason for him. He knows that there's a Wraithfire Blast available for Chad. I'm not sure why he blinked up there. Thought maybe he could have gotten off a spell and gotten the kill on KotLGuy in time, but trading away that kill to KotLGuy is probably the last thing he wanted to do in this game. Short of throwing all of his items on the ground and just running straight down mid. That's the only other thing I could think of that we would like to do less than letting KotLGuy get the kill. So, yeah, that's pretty terrible. And now that's going to give even more space for Ush top lane, who's already having a fantastic time with 41 last hits at 7 minutes into the game. They zoned out Angel. He has to go home and get mana. He doesn't feel confident.
Van suddenly up in the top woods, and they catch out KotLGuy and take him down. Like it was nothing.
They got the kill back, so I guess it's fine. Van is going to rotate early. I think they could have kept the pressure on bottom with MSS and Chad and another hero like Fog. And they could have kept killing Van. But they clearly didn't really... They didn't value, I think, killing him early on. They just wanted the MSS to hit level 6. And he is. That's fine. But mid lane, Fog in trouble. Smash going to go through. No Sonic Wave. Shadow Check will go. Fog does have a salve. LTB in. He actually... no, he'll get bottled. He'd be fine.
He's good. He's good. Saves up. Smash does not fall through with that. He was punished the last time he wanted to jump forward and engage when he tried to make that go onto KotLGuy. This time, playing a bit of the wiser. Doesn't want to overextend into a tower where they can easily rotate to. He'll take this moment, waits out. Grabs up a bounty. That means the illusion's going to be at the bottom here. Looks like Van's going to pick that one up. Has his own bottle. Been a quiet game so far for MSS, with the exception of the antics that broke out at the start of the match. His Clockwork, now level 7, sporting that hook shot. Looking for a potential setup here. Hanging around this mid lane.
Oh, Angel, top lane. Does get stunned up, but has the usage of the Spike Carapace. Misses the Impale. Oof. Ush only has level 1 Mana Burn and level 1 Mana Void. Mana Break, rather. He's not going to try to go for that kill. But they're zoning him out rather effectively, and Ush will continue to see us. Treads now. The common build for any anti-mage is Treads into Battle Fury. Has Treads at a very good timing. He already has his Ring of Health. Now it's all about getting that Battle Fury as fast as possible.
Looks like Van's going to hold out for the Midas greedy build-up here on his Slark. Just going to continue to farm up in the woods until he can get the recipe. Along the top, though, Angel going into his first real vendetta. Sees Fog. Ha, ha, ha. Gets the strike. Gets the stun. Gets the mana burn. Just beautiful execution from your Nyx that you look to expect, but now he has no more mana to work with here. And pops out a Carapace. Chad fakes out the stun.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Nice juke there.
Good mind games right there.
It doesn't really matter because in the end they still walk away with the kill and no, they don't lose anybody. So they also force a rotation from MSS, who does have his Treads now. Do they see the Quap? She does blink away, so even if they saw her, that blink is a pretty long distance, so MSS is not going to go for the hook shot. KotLGuy is just trying to farm up the jungle now. This is definitely not the same start that Ush had when he got, very early Soul Booster into that Soul Ring, into the Bloodstone at like 60 minutes into the game. That's not going to be the case this game for KotLGuy. So we'll see how he decides to go for his item build, what he picks up. And if maybe Archon try to fight here in a couple of moments.
They really do need to, Team Archon does need to spend some time with their supports trying to get some levels here, though. They are falling behind a little bit here. Chad's still trying to get to his level 5. They do have Fog working with his bottom lane trying to get his own level 5, but getting that Mystic Flare and getting that Wraith King ult is just such a huge difference. They really would love to have that second life and that burst potential, but they're going to need to work for it. And when you look at the other side for Not Today, you're looking at Earthshaker about to be level 5 and a Wyvern who's already level 6. Crawler does have Winter's Curse ready to go here, and he's already going into uncharted territory, planting down these aggressive wards for a hopeful future pickoff.
For now, everything is going pretty well other than the AM farming, but I mean there's now a Midas coming out for the Slark and he's getting a lot of room to work with. It's kind of late because he only went boots first before that, I guess in a bottle as well, but he did get killed a couple of times early on, so it's not the earliest Midas in the world. As for Ush, he has his Perseverance done now, getting closer and closer to that Battle Fury. 14 minutes is probably when he'll finish it off if he doesn't die. But this is where Not Today, I think this is their time to start putting pressure on this particular hero. Putting pressure on top lane. Try to bring down the AM one way or another and go from there.
Still just Ush at his lonesome for now, defending this tier 1. Crawler's there with that Winter's Curse. Angel just hanging in lane, not looking to use the Vendetta quite yet. It's not that easy in a Nyx game. In your pub, yeah, you can Vendetta around and get setups all day. They probably won't have sentries on the ground, but in these kind of games, which are a bit higher caliber, they should have sentries ready to go. Angel dishing out his stun early here for the creep, so now he doesn't have it for this fight. Chad steps in, gets off the Ray Fire Blast, but that puts Angel right into Vendetta. And, well, that means that they don't have the detection to spot him out. He was even looking to body block the hook shot there from MSS if he wanted to make the jump in for Crawler, but that's not going to be happening.
Yeah, the fact that they didn't have detection is kind of surprising, but what are you going to do? Fogged is the only one with sentries, and he's bottom. Breaking not having it, saving it for whatever he's grabbing here, which is... He actually is bringing out sentries for himself, so... Meanwhile, Smash as well as Archon, well, they'll go toe-to-toe. Smash looking to try to fight Korok now. This curse is going to go. He's in trouble. Hookshot, though, comes out from MSS. There's the cog push. They don't have the mana boy. They use it, but it doesn't do any damage. It's only level 1. And Smash, it was pretty tanky in terms of the mana department. They bring down Korok in an instant. They also lose Fog's bottom as well.
Oof. Archon losing a couple here across the map. Bit of an awkward trade. They didn't see, not today. They're ready to move in onto the rune, almost baiting it out there. Get the jump onto Korok, and as you said, a bit ineffective with their turnaround play. Lose Korok bomb lane at the same moment. Fog going to get caught out from Van. He gets dropped. Now they're looking to go for Chad here. Chad still level 5. Going to get broken apart. It's going to be Angel who does get the last connection there, it looks like, with his mana burn. And now not today. Push up 11-4, but we had seen this once before, Maut. Just last game, not today. Had a very promising lead, similar to this one. Archon itemized and was able to come back, but is it going to be as easy this time? You already see a huge spike in net worth at 13 minutes in is pretty dramatic. XP is even greater.
I think so. I think they, not today, have a pretty good snowballing lineup. Whereas last game, sure, you had a Gyrocopter that could snowball pretty effectively, but I think they, with the Queen of Pain and the Slark together, not to mention an Nyx Assassin, I think not today have, and Queen of Pain is probably one of the best snowballing heroes in general. You get a couple of kills, you get your Orchid, you get a couple more kills, you get your Aghanim Scepter, or whatever you want to buy, BKB, what have you, and you keep going. And for Archon, it's just more about, okay, we need a steady farm, we need to get back into the game through creep killing, and maybe a couple of picks here and there. This game is really on Ush. And sure, Korok needs to get some farm, but he'll be able to get maybe a BKB, Bloodstone a little bit later on down the road. MSS needs to be a bit more effective, too. I'm surprised they haven't gone for more kills with Hookshot. Obviously, with the Queen of Pain, it's hard. But Fog's not really been a part of the fights either, and he's got Ancient Seal. It is on level 1, mind you. Van is trying to dive him. He gets the pounce up, and Mystic Flare will go. Does a lot of damage. Van will just get away.
The Korok quickly shows up. Smash gets caught with a Split Earth and will go down. Van goes way up north of TP away. MSS was trying to catch him and find him somewhere with his Haste Rune pickup, but not going to get him. So it ends up being a 1-for-1 trade, but a core grab in exchange for just Fogged on the Skywrath Mage. Not today, looking to put their attention towards the mid lane now. This little trifecta trying to push on forward. Chad is there waiting, still trying to get his level 6, man. Need to get that extra life. But he's just flirting with there for now. MSS with Hookshot in his pocket. Awaits as Korok shows up. Possible engagement here, but looks like not today. Are just going to go ahead and just pull off and venture elsewhere. They go to the top lane here, while bottom lane Ush finds new places to farm on out. How's his farm progressing? He's only one component now away from completing that Battle Fury. Not the best timing in the world, but once you do get that Battle Fury, the farm really does accelerate.
Fine. I think he's in an okay spot currently. They haven't killed him yet. They haven't really tried to get him involved in team fights. They haven't taken his tier 1 tower top. In fact, they haven't pushed any tier 1s currently. So Ush is absolutely fine. He's got everywhere on the map to farm. This game could be a lot worse, though, for Archon. Korok shouldn't have these kills that Smash fed away. Like, he should not have gotten those kills. Korok is third in the net worth chart currently, and that shouldn't have to. As I say that, he dies mid to the Winter Wyvern.
Takes 2 ults. They get the Winter Curse set up, and then Smash jumps in, hits him with the Sonic Wave, and he does go down. Meanwhile, though, Van could be caught out here. Ush commits for the blink, goes on the other side, chops right on through to cut him off here, but Van already out the other side, and that ridiculous Slark regen kicks in. And he's almost good as new here back in the bottom lane. So just trade between 2 of the Titans here. Top lane, though, is where we could see the next breakout here. Maut Angel already in Vendetta.
Ooh, they have a sentry.
But they have that sentry.
Oh, they see him.
Hi. Welcome to my cog world, baby! Drops down the Mystic Flare, and they get the kill. That Beetle didn't know what hit him. Okay, hook shot into Echo. Not the biggest and most effective, but Smash will help him clean up the mess here. Oh, or not. Chad shows up. Wraith Fire Blast is going to be disjointed there with the blink away from Queen of Pain. 6, though. Mystic. Just gets brought down. Trying to swing out a quick fissure. 2 for 0 trade here. Profit for Team Archon.
Man. That's just, they're overextending too much. They try to get a kill on MSS. In the end, it's just... Even if they got the kill, it's not worth it. Smash is like, I don't care if my teammates die. I think the biggest issue with Breaking, though, is that his stun does nothing in Smash. As long as he uses Blink Up, like, there's no real reason that Chad should be able to hit a Wraith Fire Blast. But Korok is going to go Void Stone, interestingly enough, with his Sage's Mask, which means he's going to have a casual point booster and build into a Yule's. What I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, we look over the other side. He probably sees Smash building the Orchid here and is already putting together some defensive preparations for your silence. Any way to kind of rid of that pesky little debuff. And it gets the extra, extra mobility, extra intel. Man regen certainly doesn't hurt either. So, not your typical build-up for Lesh, but in a game like this,
still a very good item for exactly the reason you mentioned.
Yeah, so he just needs it.
Also a very good setup for Splitter, too.
Okay, Van got his blink, and we're looking to put it to use. I was just saying, he needs to get something to use it. Goes right in.
They can turn this.
Can they? Oh, Ush moves in. They show up, and yeah, MSS. I hear the hook shot, and I don't see him in the fight, so I can only deduct that he failed that one.
He did not connect.
Yeah.
This is a nice way of putting it.
No, it's MSS. He screwed it up.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Arif, what are you thinking? Top lane, they'll clear up the creep wave. Ush will... So Ush hits his Battle Fury timing right as they get the Blink Dagger from the Slark, but I feel like just the way this is going, this game, the fact that they haven't taken any objectives on the side of Not Today, they haven't gotten the Orchid yet for the Queen of Pain, she could have snowballed harder than this, and that's just not been the case. Ush is building smartly right into this Manta style because he knows exactly what's coming from the Queen of Pain. And he'll have the Manta not as the Orchid comes out, a little bit later than that, in fact, but if they don't get a kill with the Manta or with the Orchid onto Ush, it doesn't matter anyways. Well, hold that thought. They might be able to get one regardless.
Okay.
It might be Chad.
Yeah, now he obviously does not have his reincarnation here and should be going down. Meanwhile, Ush has to step back and away. They get the kill onto Chad, but they also take out Smash, man. Fog gets the big connection there, and they're going to take him down. A trade that works out. Nice hook. This one connects with Reef. Goes right into 6, but he will get stunned up from Angel. 6 looking to walk away. Battery Assault, though, keeping doing the dance of death here. Korok helping him out, running to the low ground. Lightning Storm helps slow down. MSS does get the finishing connection with the rocket. Look at this. Crawler creeping in from behind. Dishes out the Winter's Curse, and Ush is like, I'm going to go ahead and just pretend I didn't see that. Chops him on down, gets the easy kill on the support. And this is that period that we saw similar in the last game where Archon start putting themselves back into the mix.
Yeah, this game's is not looking good at this point. Smash has made too many overextensions. He's gotten a little too hasty in his kills. However, they have a chance here. Double Impale, Sonic Wave. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Not today. They'll take 2. They'll take 3.
Ooh. Van had been waiting a long time for that one, man. He milked his way into that Midas, finally got that mobility tool, was not able to get anything done within the mid lane when he made that first jump onto Chad, his Wraith King. And then they made the follow-up in the woods where that ended up coming up a bit short, but now finally he's able to get a quick jump in. They're able to get a good fight for themselves. Ends up being, I believe, a 3-for-1, but nonetheless, not looking to hand this game back over to Team Archon. They still hold the lead, 17-10. And the net worth, though, is not as convincing. Near split down the middle at this point. XP still in their favor, though. And look at this big pickup for Angel. He has a Blink Dagger now. He's back in stalking mode here. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at this. Ush, I don't know if he saw Slark. He doesn't see Angel, though. They move in. They're going to get the kill. Chad's on the high ground, dishes out the Ray Fire Blast, but that's obviously not going to be enough to save him. So it's a quick pick on the AM. And look at this. They're going to... I thought they were thinking about following it up with a Roche.
They can't Roche yet. They don't have the damage. Yeah. Even with the Queen of Pain, they just have all 5 heroes.
I was going to say, that's a bit ambitious, but they're going to go for bottom and get that tier 1.
They don't really have a really good version lineup. That's the unfortunate thing until they get some sort of medallion or simple armor reduction.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
No, they really don't have the best Roche lineup. But they get their tier 1 Maut. Now they're going for a tier 2 here. Archon not really pulling all hands on deck to defend it quite yet. Still have MSS looking for maybe a solo pick here on the 6. Not solo anymore. Gets the help they need. Now Fog does go down to Smash Me while in the bottom lane. We'll keep action here as they get the finish on the 6. Ends up being a support for support. But Not Today are going to clean up that support and secure a tier 2. That's 2 towers now and a support grab plus that fight mid lane Maut. A lot.
Yeah, this is something. This is just a couple of minutes ago. We were talking about how there wasn't any objectives.
Oh! Ush misclicked, I think, his Mana Void there. And he was trying to duke up with Van, and that's not working out. Smash shows up, Van goes into Shadow Walk, and they get the kill. That's back-to-back takedowns of Ush and his AM.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing at this point. These are some sloppy mistakes from Archon. But yeah, no, not today. Played this really well. They've gotten objectives. They've taken team fights. They will lose 6 more than likely again. He's gonna get ancient seal, but there's wrapping in the backside. MSS is gonna pop the blade mill. Uh-oh, they gotta be careful.
Oh, that was wonderful. That was wonderfully set up right there. They might even be able to get 3. Fog's in trouble. Fog goes down. That nice 2-man connection from Angel leads into the Winter's Curse and, of course, Smash. Blasting him apart with that sonic wave. Beautiful shot. Something straight out of billiards right there, Maut.
Yeah, they're firing on all cylinders now, and unless Ush can get a lot of room to farm, in fact, I think not today are in a pretty good spot. They're gonna take another 2 on tower. Van is getting up and he's getting farmed. He's got 4.5k golden bank. He buys a full. Nope, just 2 ultimate orbs. Getting close to his Scotty though. I believe that's 2 ultimate orbs anyway. Both for him. Yeah, there are. The courier delivering his smoke of deceit. Ush continuing to farm bottom. It is a long. I thought the last few minutes were just gonna be Ush farming, getting his Manta style. You know, them trying to gank him with an Orchid, him mancing out of it. You know, but instead he dies twice in places he shouldn't die. I think a lot of that had to do with Vendetta.
Yeah.
So I think maybe just not playing together enough for Archon, maybe splitting up the map too much.
Ooh, they drop a sentry, and they see Angel. Quick silence from Fog, but Van's already there, makes a jump, and they're going to get Fog, but he gets the Mystic Flare off, gets his own return kill. Now they're moving in for Smash. Smash pops his BKB, looks to double back, going to get caught between the 3. Ush secures a big double kill with the help of the Mana Void, and they clean up the back end 6 right there. Oh, 1 for 3 trade. Nice sentry drop from Fog, sets that whole thing up for him. Very convenient timing, and now they're going to hop into the Roche Pit.
When they have Ush, they can team fight no problem. It's not even an issue. Without him, they seem like they're at a loss as to what to do. There is a very quick Scotty for Dan, though. I will say that much. That's very hard to deal with. Ush has got a long way to go before he can, I think, fight toe-to-toe. Even with the Manta style, it's going to take some time.
Still should be uncontested here. Van just doing his best, will split push, add pressure towards the tier 2 top lane. Crawler taking this advantage to move in and plant some very deep wards. But yeah, no surprise, Aegis actually going to be handed over to Ush, not to Korok. Korok leads in, gets Yules, decides to step back because MSS is getting jumped from Van, and he gets slaughtered. Clockwork going to be going down. Angel on the prowl. They get a good fissure connection on the Chad. Mana burn. Still has enough mana for the reincarnation here. And also is able to get the mana from his ally. But okay. Nope. Never mind. Not going to be happening. He goes down, loses all that mana, and is going to get dropped. Out for the count. 2-for-0 trade for not today. And they're going to be taking this big stack.
Not only that, but they're going to put pressure on the tier 2 tower man. Ush is going to go tier 2 bottom, but he's afraid. Gonna find Angel. Angel's gonna hit the Impale, but there's no follow-up here. Ush is gonna get his Manta style. Angel does have his Spike Carapace. Ush is very low in mana.
He needs to use this left bit of mana to blink. He can't anymore.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Caught with a fissure here. Angel gets his own stun. Ush is getting caught out between the 2.
No.
He has no mana to make it away, and he will go down. Van is showing up here. He's desperately trying to walk out, but man, Angel is just continuing to rid of that blue bar. The Aegis is going to go down, and Ush will lose his second life.
There's a good try there on the Manta, but Ush is going to go down. He really needed a blink before that Mana Burn came out. Angel is on point, man.
Yeah.
God. Mana Burn, it's such an annoying spell this game. It's been destroying Archon. 27-15 now. This game is not anywhere near over, though. That's the thing. Not that I do have a 7,500 net worth lead. That's fine. Game progresses, though. The game gets a lot harder, even if you do have a very farmed freaking Slark.
Who's potentially about to get more farm, Maut. Korok tries to dish out the splitter, but that ain't happening. Dish out the Yules. And, okay, that's a cool hero there. Yeah, just simply shrugs off that Yules and gets right back to the ground and finishes what he started. Now he wants Fog, the Birdman, in trouble. Goes for a desperation TP. Not going to be happening. He's going to get sliced up in rotisserie style serve.
So sloppy from both teams.
Oh, man.
They're not... they're not fighting particularly well. They're making a lot of mistakes. This could be said for almost any hero in the game, any player in the game. There's just no particular reason for a lot of the heroes to be where they are. But not today are capitalizing more on the mistakes of Archon than Archon are capitalizing on the mistakes of not today.
Certainly seems like it here. You look up the evidence, if you will, Maut, and it looks like it's going to be Nearly a 10K net worth advantage for Not, already past that point for the XP, and it could continue to go on the rise here. Now Chad will lose his first life, potentially will get dropped, will reincarnate. MSS potentially caught out Nest. Van jumping in here, and he's going to quickly clean up MSS, and Chad potentially another two-man takedown here for Not Today. They're just all at the right place at the right time now to get these picks.
Yeah, but it's a 4 versus 2. Why even go there in the first place? Archon probably think, okay, well, there's only one person there. There's only 2 people there. That's not the case. They're still even going in on the Korok. They want more, and they're probably going to find him with the Orchid. He's going to even get Winter's Curse. There's Mystic Flare denied from Ush, which was beautifully done. Now there's a Mana Void coming out. There's the Echo Slam. Ush in trouble. They're all dead.
Oh,
freaking
man.
dead. Game's, I think, actually over. They're going to lose a Rax here.
This is
we're going
huge.
to game 3, Dakota.
Man, Not Today. Just wipe the floor with Archon. Go right into the mid lane. Tier 3 going to take it down. Rax is now exposed. There's no more Glyph. And it's looking like Not Today are on the verge to taking the series to a game 3 here if Archon do not have an answer. But they're about to come back up into action here. At least Fog has 10 seconds to get back up. MSS trying to slow them down. Moves in, gets caught with 1 stun, 2 stun. And the finish catch right there from Smash, who's now dominating. They take their Rax and that kill, and they retreat with their huge winnings. Not Van, though. He wants more blood. Moves right in for Chad. Going to get connection. Smash steps back in, and they get another kill. 1 by 1, they go down, Maut. Van's not done yet. Moves in for Fog. He's going to get that kill as well. It's almost a second team wipe, it feels like at this point. Van gets another big grab. He's loaded. 1,500 gold. Showing off that Scotty, that BKB, which he doesn't even need to use now. Might have to use it here. Will use it. Walks away from trouble.
That's not a huge surprise. Them going in 1 by 1 and dying like that is something that we've seen pretty much throughout the entire game. And now Ush has even more work to do. The problem is that he had such a, I think he had a really good start, and then he died like 2 or 3 times in a row. And then what happened? Like, he just couldn't do anything. They were too farmed at that point. This is how important it is to make sure your Anti-Mage is super safe right after he gets that Battle Fury, especially against the team with a timing push or a timing team fight type of lineup. That's exactly what Not Today have. They get the Orchid, they get the Scotty, they get the, you know, all the other abilities, or rather the other items coming out for their supports for the rest of them, and I don't really see them being able to defend. I don't know. It's just...
Yeah, I mean, Not Today are in such a solid spot. Van jumps in, gets one of the easiest picks right there ever on the Fog. They might need to call a game. I mean, they're well prepped and ready. Van has his own Midas, hell, even 6. Their Earthshaker's got a Midas ready to take this longer, if so be it. But that doesn't even happen. Van is just happy to go crazy with his Slark here. They get the first drop. Okay, Ush steps in, goes, pops his Manta, and immediately the Shadow Dance comes out. So Van continues what he wants to finish on to Chad. Chad should go down. They are able to bring down the Earthshaker, but they've already lost 2. And they put the Winter's Curse on the Korok. Korok's Lesh going to be taken apart here. He goes down. Ush and MSS, some of the lone survivors here, looking to get any sort of pick they can. A buyback even coming out from Angel here. Ush going to go down. 70 seconds. No buyback. That could be game.
Yeah, that should be it. Van will get this flare and silence up, but Fog loops. Yeah, that's it. GG. Game number 3.
Well played.
Wow, Not Today crushed them. It wasn't really close after that start. Oh, he had a pressure orb at the end of the game, just so he could screw up the stats. The guy.
Whew. Well, it's hard to try to like dissect and pinpoint what exactly went wrong where. We could take it all the way back to the draft, and if you really want to look at maybe like this Wraith King pickup, you give Chad something like a Wyvern, you could see really his impact in these fights. And then you see this Wraith King, and you can't see much except him dying.
It's not Wraith King. It's Wraith King versus like Queen of Pain.
Yeah.
It's Wraith King versus like really mobile heroes like Slark,
yeah.
Queen of Pain. It's just not a good hero in that regard.
Maybe not the right time to pull him out as a 5th pick here.
I understand they want to try him before TI. They want to see, okay, is this going to actually work? This is why the hero's not picked up that much. Because Queen of Pain is dominant right now. And there are other heroes that are really mobile. And Wraith King's biggest issue, I think, is what do you do outside of having your stun? You have an ult that you kind of just throw your life away.
Yeah.
But if your team's not around you, it's not going to matter. So Pick another hero. That's all I can say for Archon in the next game. That's all I got.
Yeah, I got to give props to Van, though. Remember that start going way up, past towards the tier 2, died, got caught out again. I think he started 0-2. He ends 12-2. So he made one hell of a turnaround, and he definitely shows that he loves this. You may hate him, Maut, but Van loves him, and Van loves to show off with him, it looks like here, and he certainly does it. So we'll have to see what things are going to be changing up in game number 3, folks. Again, this is going to be BTS Americas, powered by Squarespace. I'm KotLGuy, that's Maut. Stay tuned. We're going to be going into Game 3 hype of this best-of-3 series. Winner moves on into the semifinals to face Root Gaming. Loser goes home. We'll be back.